Hi, this is Tony Mitra and this is June 4th. And I have a bit of a rant today about frustration. Why? Because Canada, our, our liberty, our freedom, our prosperity, our future is being flushed down the tube. It is being subverted by our elected politicians. In our lifetime, we have not faced a crisis of this magnitude. None of us have. This should be protested with the loudest voice and the most fierce resistance, but that's not happening. Here in British Columbia, some people are protesting, but my frustration comes from the fact that they're protesting in all over the place near their home, 5 here, 2 there, 20 there, 50 here. And while they cannot all congregate together because they live far away, they could join forces in other ways, which is not happening. I don't know whether they even talk to each other. I don't see much sign of it. Each of them are kind of busy with their own little fiefdom, own little feather in the cap or whatever you want to call it, and the movement is not getting off the ground. Everywhere that piddly little number of people, we are unable to engage the youngster, the youth, who must come in numbers for this resistance to succeed. I would have suggested that we engage in serious brainstorming on how to engage the youngsters, how to bring them out, how to join forces, how to look unified rather than splintered and fragmented, so that everybody is joking at us. Look at these French characters, they're loony bins, they're protesting about something that nobody can help and blah blah. So my frustration comes from there. Also, I'm an activist. I'm more than just standing at the roadside and screaming at the passing vehicles and showing a placard. I would like to do something. But that doing something does not mean promoting a product by which I can make some money. No. Or taking advantage of a situation, or taking advantage of people's misery to make some money. No. I would like to do something constructive without a personal angle. That's what I'd like to do. I'm an activist, and that's the kind of activist I am. So, I would rather write to politicians. I do write to politicians, a heck of a lot of them. I think some of them do produce some results and give an indication, statistically significant indication, that if more people engaged in that kind of effort, something serious will begin to happen. But I'm unable to popularize it or tell folks that this is what I did and you should do the same. Don't copy me. Write your own. And doesn't matter if the language is perfect or not perfect. It's not the language, it's your intention, your alarm, your disgust that the politicians need to know. I'm unable to pass this message around. Nobody has time to listen. We don't have a platform where these things can be discussed or brainstormed, as I said. Nobody talks to anybody, so I'm a little fed up. There's a lot of things going on in Ontario, not just in British Columbia. Ontario has more people, and I think more activity and more dedicated protesters as well. There's a lot of effort there coming on with resisting the mandatory vaccination or 5G or this or that, which are all symptoms of the main disease. And the main disease is our liberty and freedom is being hijacked. So all these symptoms are a symptom of that disease. If the democracy, if our liberty, if our government was not hijacked, none of this will happen. So when I try to join hands, find ways if I can join hands with Ontario, any of the movements, like for instance letter writing or something which doesn't need my physical presence, in Ontario, even that is proving not so easy because avenues have not yet been created properly for others to join in seamlessly. Somebody who is leading the effort is so busy that he doesn't have time to talk to others. Those that know about it pass some references, but those references are only for the members of that group. And anyway, the thing is, it was time for me to rant, show my frustration, and here I am showing my frustration that this is the biggest crisis of our lifetime and we are not doing enough. That is the rant of the day. Thank you.